Hey, what's going on? It's episode number 21, I believe. We're working on a new roundabout headed on to 30. There's been a lot of talk about the UFC today. I've been on Facebook all day, and the big issue is Dana White and the UFC don't want to pay 4% of their pay-per-view revenue, which averages out to about $80,000 a year to the Oklahoma State Athletic Commission. Now, the Athletic Commission has decided that because of this, since there is a possible lawsuit at hand, they're going to put a stop to any athletic combat sport whatsoever. So no MMA, no kickboxing, no boxing, and no pro wrestling. Just like everybody else, I'm a little bit upset about this because, granted, I can go to Kansas, Texas, Arkansas, New Mexico, Missouri. There's plenty of places for me to go. I could go back to Iowa, no problem. But, a 10-hour drive every month just so I can get some bumps out of the way is a little bit too much to ask. So, here's the plan for me. I'm going to get booked as many places out of state as I can. And on top of that, I've got a good friend who's doing shows on Indian land, tribal property. So regardless on what happens, even though, hell, this could be resolved quicker than you think. I've got a backup plan no matter what, and Gallows won't stop wrestling. Now that I've got that off my chest, I'm not upset about it because honestly, hell, that's a vacation for me if I don't have wrestling to do for, a couple months, maybe a year. Everybody says they want to take a year off, but they never have the balls to finally walk away. Now that we don't have a choice, maybe those of us who could use a fucking little bit of time away from the ring can actually take it. On the other hand, completely different topic. I'm rambling. We're working on 2.5 minutes. Trying to keep it short and sweet. I don't consider myself a shooter, and I don't consider myself a ring general whatsoever, but there comes a time when if you have more experience than the man in front of you, then you're going to have to take over. And if you want your match to look good and you want to get yourself over with that audience, you're going to have to do whatever it takes to make them happy. Now, if I fuck up a spot, my bad. Move on. But when you fuck up spot after spot after spot after spot, that becomes a problem. I like to do it like this. I like to plan a beginning and an end, and we just do a lot of the middle on the fly. If I don't do the middle on the fly, I'll plan the entire match, spot for spot. And I worked a guy by the name of Sean Pearl, and I didn't plan on squashing the guy. I really didn't plan on squashing the guy, and I had stuff planned for him to do. I wanted him to look good. I don't want people to look poor. Because that just makes me look even weaker. If I can't make them look good, then what's the point? Anyway, he fucked up the open. The very first spot was like, hey, I'm gonna go to the top rope and give me chop block. It didn't happen, so I proceeded to beat the shit out of him for about 10 minutes, so you'll see. This is just kind of, I don't like being the shooter, but hey, if you're not going to do what you're told, this could happen to you. Any veteran, I'll say veteran, who is across you in the ring, if you don't do what he says, you're going to get your ass beat. That's pro wrestling. So, a lot of people think it's funny just because of who it is. Enjoy.